Hi, how's it going? This is Daniel. I'm back here in San Francisco. I'm at the Golden Gate Bridge, and I'm out. First of all, you know, a lot of you know that between the ages of 12 and 30, I was incarcerated, and I was only out 2 years in accumulated time. And it was weird because I'd always find myself at this side wanting to get to the other side, kind of like you see the bridge here. And I didn't see a bridge though. All I could see was the other side, and I wanted to get there, and I couldn't see a bridge. I didn't know there was a bridge. I just thought pretty much I've been doing this since I was 10. I've been doing time since I was 12. I'm 30 years old in Pelican Bay. I don't know how to get out of this and get to the other side where I can have a job, where I can be free, where I can be independent, where I can just have a normal life. It almost seemed like the system had a gravity force. And so it was like the system gravity always pulling me back into the system, and I couldn't get across. And I want to just illustrate today that with the right people helping me and giving me guidance and directing me, I was able to find the bridge. And my goal was to change and have a better life. And I couldn't do it without a plan, and the bridge was my plan to get to the other side. Because a goal without a plan is just a wish. And the way I reached my goal was by using the bridge as my plan. And the bridge isn't easy to build. You need to build new friendships. You need to build new places where you hang out. You need to build new thoughts. You need to build a lot of new things. So building a bridge to meet your goal and get to the other side won't be easy, but it can be done. And I believe
June approaches. Here we are, 2020. I'm coming up on 24 years that I've been out, and I've been able to exercise and show and let people see what California Department of Corrections and rehabilitation, everybody forgets the R in C.D.C., California Department of Corrections, they always forget the rehabilitation part. And I just want everybody to know that there is a rehabilitation part, and that's why I'm here. I did go through the Department of Corrections and rehabilitation, and I understand today that it does work. Pelican Bay, I will get into it further and further as we go and share different things with you about Pelican Bay, the security housing unit there, and how the model with sensory deprivation was pretty much what the federal and state decided that when they built that prison after Marion Federal Prison in Colorado, that it would be sensory deprivation. It would be a way to reset people's senses. And again, going back to what I mentioned, the ability to shut off the prefrontal cortex and go into executive mode, where you do your best thinking and you have your aha moments. So I get real nostalgic around June, around this time of year. It's May, the end of May, and I start thinking back to how 24 years ago I look back to how intimidating it was to get out and owe all that child support and not have anywhere to parole to but my mother's home, and not have a relationship with my children, and not have hope. And that's the thing, you know, not the word hope, but that internal feeling that is like a kaleidoscope, you know, those things you shake and then you look into and you see all these colors. This kaleidoscope is how it feels today. That's how I can describe hope as far as emotionally. But back then there was no kaleidoscope. It was just the word, have hope, make some goals, good luck. And I was okay. And I remember the trip home. The trip home was you leave Crescent City and you head south on the Pacific Coast Highway. And for hours, all you see on the right is the Pacific Ocean, and all you see on the left is, as far as you can see, redwood trees. And it goes on like that for hours, and you're just like, wow. And I had time to collect my thoughts, but the problem or the solution or the fact was that all the thoughts I had to collect had already been collected. They had been collected already, in the sense that I was coming out of a place, my second time, sensory deprivation, by myself, and I was heading home. And I remember when we stopped at a lot of places. It's on the Greyhound bus back in 1996, and I got home, I don't know, about 2:33 in the morning, and I got to Tulare, here in Tulare County, to the Greyhound bus depot, and one of my younger brothers, Isaac, was there in his Volkswagen bus. And I remember driving from Tulare to Lindsay, and it's called the Tulare-Lindsay Highway, and then you start smelling all the dairies. There's a lot of dairies here. There's the cow manure, and the cow manure, it was like, wow, I missed that smell. And we're home, and it was June, so it was hot in the evening, in the morning. And I just remember I got to my mother's home, and she was awake, and we visited till sunup, just having no idea what was going to happen or how it was going to go this time. And all I can tell you is what I've been telling you throughout 31 videos, 35 videos, whatever video I decide to put this in. But 24 years later, I'm emotionally speechless, grateful, thankful. Not as alone anymore. And that is a good thing. People, places, and things, right? I'm not as alone anymore. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for sharing my videos, and thank you for all of those creative young people who developed all these digital platforms where this analog guy can express himself in a digital world. Thank you. We are grateful. And there is such a truth as rehabilitation of the mind, the spirit, your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health. California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation. We're coming up on 24 years celebrating that what you're doing works. Works if you work it. Thank you, C.D.C.R.